Greetings, St. Vincent de Paul parishioners. On behalf of Father Peter, Father John, the clergy, church staff, and members of our ministries, we would like to welcome all of you back home to St. Vincent de Paul Church and to our community. As you are aware, the bishop has authorized the gradual reopening of the church. However, the diocese has issued a set of protocols consistent with the CDC guidelines that will govern the reopening process. These protocols are put in place to keep you and everyone around you safe during Mass, and they include the following. At home, before leaving for Mass, please wash your hands for 20 seconds. When you arrive on campus and are still in your car, place your mask over your face before exiting your automobile. Please cover your face at all times when you are on campus or in the church. Please consider bringing as little as possible to church. Women should consider using a cross-body bag to eliminate placement of handbags on the pews or the floors. While the use of personal hand sanitizers is encouraged in church and particularly before receiving the Eucharist, please do not bring any products that contain bleach, as these can damage the pews. Social distancing results in a 75% reduction in the seating capacity of the church. To facilitate this limitation, a no-cost ticketing system is being implemented. This is very similar to the system used for ticketing concerts held in the church. Every party with an email address on file with the church will be sent an email from the Eventbrite ticketing system. Within the email will be a button labeled View My Event. Clicking on that button will bring them to the home page. From there, one selects the Mass time to be attended, the number of tickets desired, and you enter your email address, and that completes the process. You will receive an email from Eventbrite with your tickets attached. Print out the tickets and bring them to church with you. They will be viewed and disposed of as you enter church. This ticketing system can be accessed from the church website as well. In order to meet the CDC guidelines for social distancing, access to the church will be closely controlled. Entry to the church before Mass will only be allowed via the right and left doors of the main entry. Additionally, social distance spacing will be enforced by use of taped lines on the entryway to the church. One should only take a position in line if they have a ticket for entry to the specific Mass that you are going to attend. Obtaining a ticket is done through the ticketing system and the church website. For those not having an entry ticket, there will be a standby line as well. Ushers will direct parishioners to the appropriate line. The church doors will open 30 minutes prior to each Mass. Upon entering the church, please maintain social distancing as you are processing in. You will be guided to a specific available seat by an usher, starting from the front of the church to the back. Every other pew will be closed to maintain social distancing. There will be no seating in the prayer room. Those without a seat will be placed in a standby line and will be granted access 10 minutes prior to Mass if there is sufficient room after seating those with reservations. Please do not be late, as your seat will be released. Seating will take place in an order illustrated in this animation. As you enter a pew, please maintain at least 6 feet of social distancing per household. Please do not use your hand to raise the kneeler. Use your foot to lift it. Let us review the procedures to be used during Mass. When in church, please continue to wear your mask for the entire Mass time. Please refrain from any physical contact while in church. Specifically, there should be no contact between parties at the sign of peace, and there should be no holding of hands during the Lord's Prayer. Place your offertory gifts in the basket as you enter church. Preferably, please consider using Faith Direct, accessible through the parish website. The procedures for the reception of Holy Communion are as follows. Communion will not be offered on the tongue, only by placement in the hand. The precious blood will not be offered to the congregation. If you have a personal hand sanitizer, please use such prior to receiving the Holy Eucharist. At communion time, ushers will direct you when to stand up, move to the center of the aisle, and continue forward to receive the Holy Eucharist. Please make certain to maintain a 6-foot separation as you process up to receive communion and leave your mask on. Please do not move forward to the location to receive the Eucharist until after the parishioner before you has consumed the body of Christ and is headed back to their seat. This will limit the time you are standing directly in front of the clergy or extraordinary minister.
When you step up to the priest to receive communion, keep your mask on. After the priest has offered you communion in the hand, step to the side, remove your mask, and receive the precious body of Christ. After you've received the Eucharist, place your mask back on and go back.
Alternatively, one can come forward after the previous parishioner has vacated the area in front of the clergy or extraordinary minister, receive the host, move to the side, lift the bottom of your mask, receive the Eucharist, replace the mask, and return to your seat. The procedures for leaving church after Mass are: exiting the church will take place from the back rows of the church to the front. You will be instructed by an usher as to when to exit your pew or chair. Please maintain 6 feet between households as you exit. In order to prepare for the next Mass, it is necessary for everyone to exit promptly. Please note, if you are seated on the left-hand side of the church, you will be exiting from the left side of the church and vice versa. Please keep this in mind when choosing a side to enter at the beginning of Mass. To minimize the walk to your vehicle, it is best to enter the church front doors on the same side as your vehicle is parked. Whereas the entry to the church was limited to the 2 main front doors, exiting the church when Mass is completed will take place via all the doors as shown in this animation. Please wait for instructions as to when to leave your pew. Thank you again for maintaining the 6 feet social distancing requirement when exiting. Upon exiting the church, please do not congregate outside. Go directly to your vehicle to allow the next Mass to start on time. St. Vincent de Paul is implementing a number of COVID-19 hygiene procedures for your continuing safety. Please remember that all Masses will be recorded or live streamed. These are accessible via the church website. Again, welcome home. Thank you for cooperating with these COVID-19 cause protocols. It is for the health and safety of the entire St. Vincent de Paul community. Be safe and God bless. We gratefully acknowledge contributions of St. Anthony of Padua, Woodland, Texas, in the production of this video.